Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How was your day?
Pretty good. Nice and hot though. Can you please introduce yourself, and once we've done that, we'll start going through the process of task 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Andrew. My name is Nhật Minh. Please call me Minh. And I'm currently studying at Mercury High School. I'm also studying IELTS at CC.
Fantastic. Mercury, that sounds... Is it a private school, international
Yes, it's
school?
a private school.
Okay, nice. How many students are in one class?
The maximum is 38.
Wow, it's really big, hey?
Yeah.
Normally private schools are a little bit smaller. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through part 1, do your best to answer and add as much detail as possible. So for part 1, I want to ask you, what's your favorite game?
Is the name right?
What's your favorite game?
So my favorite game currently is Valorant, the FPS game. So FPS game, I usually play it after school, and I love it very much.
Okay, I'm going to go to the next question. What types of games are most popular with children in Vietnam?
In Vietnam, I think mobile game is a more popular in my country. There are 2 names that I can tell you is Mobile Legend and Arena Battle. The game is about 5v5 tactical. They will put you in a map with 10 people, 10 random people, and your mission is to break their base and win the games. The game has a very short time, so I think every children would love it.
Okay, fantastic. My next question is, what kind of games do adults like?
I don't like.
What type of games do adults like? Do you understand?
Adult, like my parents.
Yes.
Oh, I think my favorite game, the favorite games that my parents like is chess game, because they are very relaxable and but also very tactical. They always play it after their work because it's very good for them to refresh their body and remove stress after work. Sometimes I play chess with my dad, and we always have good time together. Even my mother know it, and she love it too. However, she's not good at it at all, and she will lose.
Right, my next question is, have popular games changed since you were a child?
Yes, of course. Popular games have changed a lot since I was a child. When I was a child, the game is always on 2D, just 2D type. Then they only about they're not too much combat game like nowadays. They only some arcade, for example, like some tank or some dinosaur, especially like Flappy Bird. However, when I grew up, games has changed a lot. Nowadays, you can find many types of games like mobile games, FPS game, open world games, and many more. You can also find it on any software or with free codes.
Alright, fantastic, thank you. What I want to do is I want to go to a new section, and I'm going to follow up some questions of weather. What's the weather like in your country?
The weather like in my country is always hot and wet. It's always hot and wet. However, there's not too much rain at all. You always feel like have some liquid in your skin, even though it's not rain.
Fantastic. My next question for you is, does the weather affect your mood?
Yes, of course. For example, like when it's a rainy and wet day, my mood is always in the tired, I always want to sleep and stay at my room. I don't want to go anywhere else. Just to read, just to sleep. Just to stay at home and have some rest. However, when there is a sunny day, my body is always full of energy. I can wake up earlier with that weather, have some breakfast with an excited mood, and I always hang out with my friends or do something else, not only stay at home like rainy weather.
Alright, fantastic. What we're going to do is I'm going to ask you one last question, and do you prefer hot or cold weather?
In my point of view, I prefer cold weather because of the benefit. First, it helps me sleep better. I am a hard sleeper. When I go to sleep, I need at least 1 to 2 hours just to get in sleep. So the cold weather will help me sleep better. I can sleep further and longer with that weather. It's also help me feel more. No, it's also make me feel more cool and.
Alright, fantastic. Don't worry. What we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the next section. And for the next section, you will have 1 minute to prepare your ideas. And what you will be doing is you'll be discussing a topic. Don't write anything down yet first. What I will do is I'll read it to you, and then we'll go through the second time together. Okay, so. Right, so your topic is going to be boredom. So, describe a time when you were with other people and felt bored. Where you should say where you were, who you were with, and what you were doing, and explain why you felt so bored. So we'll go through it one more time. Describe a time when you were with other people and felt bored. You should say where you were, who you were with, and what you were doing, and explain why you felt so bored. Okay? I'll leave it there for you. You have 1 minute to prepare. Alright, thank you very much. You can start there and we will continue. Alright, are you ready?
Yes.
Your 1 to 2 minutes begin now.
Okay, so now I'm going to describe you when I feel bored with someone. Is when I have to take care of my little sister, especially when she wants to go to her friend's house. when I go there, I just find a seat and keep surfing on my phone. Everything is very boring there because I just watch them playing with some toys together. I don't found anyone with the same age to play or have a conversation with. It usually happen at the weekend when she has some free times and want to go somewhere else, not even at her friend's house, even when in the swimming pool. I don't like swimming at all, so I just sit once again and keep watching her swimming. But that doesn't mean I don't have responsibility, because my mom said that I have to take care of my little sister. So why I feel so, oh no, I'm sorry. I always feel so bored because I haven't. So I always want to back to my house soon when I have someone to take care of her for me. That's
Alright, great. What we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the second part. So for the second part, it will be a continuation. Part 3 is going to be a discussion, and we'll be discussing some questions from the part 2 section. Okay? Alright, so you ready? So, what are some jobs that people think are boring?
I think as a cashier of some grocery or some supermarket.
Why do you think that?
Because they just only sit there and keep seeking for the customer. I think it's very boring if they don't have their phone or something to entertain in.
Okay. My next question is, why do people do boring jobs?
I think mostly people do boring not just for the second. I think it's a second job, not their main job. So they want some extra money, or just want to kill their time.
All right. And why do some people get bored easily?
Usually, easily.
So easily, my apologies.
Easily.
My mistake, sorry. Why do some people get bored easily? My mistake.
I think that the thing that makes them boring is they don't have to do their favorite job, especially like some cashier, because I think that nobody want to be a cashier. It's like their second jobs.
Alright. Can you tell me, how has technology made life less boring?
With the developments of technology, people nowadays don't need to go anywhere to entertain themselves. They just need an electricity device and take a seat. So now the world is on their hand, and they can go anywhere else, surf anywhere, play any games with just a click or with a touch.
Alright, last question. Will robots do all boring jobs in the future?
I strongly agree. That's an interesting question. I strongly agree. In the future, people will let their robot do every boring task, so they could do something better for themselves, like being managers or control all of them, so they have more time to not more time. Like they have more time to do another thing and still have the extra money or have the purpose.
Alright, cool, thank you very much. We're all done.